Welcome to cybersecurityhq.io news. February 3, 2023. Intelligence agency says ransomware group with Russian ties poses an enduring threat to Canada. Canada's cyber intelligence agency says Lockbit, a prolific ransomware group with links to Russia, was responsible for 22% of attributed ransomware incidents in Canada last year and will pose an enduring threat to Canadian organizations this year. On Thursday, the communications security establishment said it sent a threat report to Canadian organizations warning about Lockbit and its affiliates. CSE describes Lockbit as a group of financially motivated, Russian-speaking cyber criminals very likely based in a Commonwealth of Independent States country and assembly of countries that once were part of the Soviet Union. The Cyber Center assesses that Lockbit will almost certainly remain an enduring threat to both Canadian and international organizations into 2023, said CSE spokesperson Evan Koronewski. In other news, new U.S. ransomware strategy prioritizes victims but could make it harder to catch cyber criminals. U.S. and European law enforcement's disruption last week of a $100 million ransomware gang is the clearest public example yet of a new high-stakes strategy from the Biden administration to prioritize protecting victims of cybercrime, even if it means tipping off suspects and potentially make it harder to arrest them. The extent to which the FBI and Justice Department can carry out similar operations on other ransomware groups, and get the balance right between when to collect intelligence on hackers' operations and when to shut down computer networks, could affect how acute the threat of ransomware attacks is to U.S. critical infrastructure for years to come. In the case revealed last week, the FBI says it had extraordinary access for 6 months to the computer infrastructure of a Russian-speaking ransomware group known as Hive, which had extorted more than $100 million from victims worldwide, including hospitals. That covert access, officials said, allowed the FBI to pass keys to victims so that they could decrypt their systems and thwart $130 million in ransom payments. Justice officials are still trying to arrest the people behind Hive and know where some of them are located. But sometimes waiting for an arrest before seizing hacking infrastructure may mean waiting for a very long time, perhaps an unacceptably long time, the official said in an interview granted on the condition of anonymity to discuss the case. For more stories, visit www.cybersecurityhq.io.